This is Lab 5 for computer programming. Now for this lab, I will be using an interrupt to get out of this loop whenever I press the button and go down to this function jump. Now let's go over this first before we look at the circuit. First, I have pin 13 set, equal to the variable on and set as an output. And I have pin 3 equal to variable off and set as an input, with pull up being the resistors turned on within the board. Because otherwise, whenever my finger approaches the button, for some reason it starts affecting the board in weird ways. And then serial begin 9600 is this window right here where everything appears. And then every time this is turned on or restart, it'll always say begin. Now let's upload this and see that. Wait for it. That would be the relay. There we go. Begin. And now, going down here to attach interrupt, for the digital pin off, which would be the input to pin 3, every time that, let's just go over this, digital pin interrupt off, jump, comma rising. This means that whenever off or 3 changes in value, which in this case, because it is an input, 3 would have the value of 0 when it senses nothing and 1 when it senses something. Currently, when my button is not pushed, it will be a value of 0 because it will not sense anything. Sorry, this is kind of bad. I'm bad with cameras. And then, whenever it rising here, that's what it's detecting for, a rising in value. So whenever it detects 1, it'll look at jump here, go down to void jump, and from wherever it is in the program, no matter what, and immediately execute this. But first, we'll jump to loop. Well, we'll look at loop, sorry. Within loop, we have digital write on high. This means that whenever it is within loop, then pin 13 is on at all times. And also at the same time with the serial print ln or line, it'll be saying cool bro like it does here continuously, and this will be looping every half second. But whenever pin 3 as an input detects something, the interrupt will kick in and then immediately jump down to jump from whatever it is at the time, and then it'll go down to digital write on low, which will turn off pin 3, and then serial print ln. Why did you do that? Now let's watch this. Whenever I press the button, there it is, right there, and again, and again, and again, and again. Now let's look at the circuit. Now currently, the LED is on. Now this will not be on. Pin 13 is not going directly to the LED. No, it is going to the coil within the relay, which then switches the position that the relay is in. When I press this button, pin 13 will turn off as such. Ta-da! And whenever I press the button, it is inconsistent because it stops the program and resumes exactly where it left off within that half-second wait. So there we go. It is 100% inconsistent when I press it, but it resumes exactly where it left off in the program. That is all.